What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between our visitors and our home team. On the Shamrock sideline, a look at their head coach. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. Opposing them, it is the Monarchs and their head coach. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And here we go from Toronto. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down, play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Intended for Roman Wilson. Incomplete.
Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of the season. And the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Slot man's in motion right. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Cut out left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to number 7.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Makes the catch. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
A gain of 7.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense? All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
3 on the board, and now he'll send this one sailing. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down. And the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Washington. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 15 there. And they're going to have a first down now.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They go play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
That's another.
The big play nets him 17 yards. And that means first down. It's a give here for Bailey. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll run again with Bailey. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A give to Bailey. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
They give it to him up the middle. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. A handout for Bailey, running right. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Shamrocks and their wide receivers set for this next possession. And not only has he reached the century mark in receptions this season, but it's good enough to sit him among the league's leaders in that category. Offense to the line. Here we go. A give to Johnson to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 3-3 game. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. A give to Bailey on the inside handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good for a Toronto.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. With Y.A. Black sitting him down there. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. It is Cup left side. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Going right side, Bailey with it. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The Shamrocks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage.
Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. So that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And the Monarchs are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, hit it right. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Incomplete.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Bailey. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Monarchs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the grab game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Monarchs break that tie and now lead by 7. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Here comes their offense out again. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. We should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. 2 in a row now have slipped away. And send him over right. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 32. Johnson up the middle. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. 1st and 10 from the 43. This time it's a passing play. Hauled in left side. And this one does not go far. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, ready?
Blown back, it's the handoff. Well, that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. 3rd and long for him here. Complete out to the right. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
This one's caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Running out of chances. Here's 3rd and goal. They're going to try and throw it here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. The Monarchs and this running back headed back out for a new series. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. Trying down the middle with Bailey. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing off the play fake. Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And he's making the house call here. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Shamrocks push their lead to 3. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense headed back to the field. And the goal for this drive, Brock, moving past the way their last one ended. Start chaining some positive plays together. Shotgun handoff to Bailey. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by the second-generation NFLer. That's Carson Bruner. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you can feel it emanating from them. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Give him 5 on the play, and that's good for a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. They're going play action. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up second down.
For number 89, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the ground, Bailey. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. A run with Bailey. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to bring up first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Okay, ready?
They've got first down here from the 36.
Let's go.
Here's Bailey again. Now he's past the 25. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good for a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it, and they just showed up on that run.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they face second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
It's a give here for Bailey. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner.
And he's got his man. Touchdown. The Monarchs take a third-quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Monarchs take a 4-point lead.
Monarchs 17. Shamrocks 13.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in second place. First down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Finds a seam down the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here we go.
On the draw, this is Johnson. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
First down, Honolulu.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Shamrocks take a third-quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Shamrocks push their lead to 3. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Monarchs returning their offense, and this running back to the field. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. First down, play action. And he's on the mark, Jackson Hawes. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. We've set of downs from 37. A give to Bailey. Oh, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Shamrocks are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
So first down from the 41. This is Johnson heading right. Kicks this one outside. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's such a magnificent run. Quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Johnson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Shamrocks parlay the interception into points. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Shamrocks make it a 10-point ball game.
27, Monarchs 17.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now outruns their offense to take over. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Shotgun now on third down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Monarchs out for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Their offense ready to take the field now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Wilson's got it. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. The Shamrocks have their punt team out there now. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. Now this offense getting set to work here. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
That goes for 32 yards. And that gives them the first.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A give to Bailey on the inside handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Let's go.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown. The Monarchs make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So upon review, no touchdown, just an incomplete pass. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Another drive coming up for this offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All set to go now from the 35.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. He's hit before he can get anything on that return. The offense getting set to go. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. From the gun, here's Bailey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Trying for the deep ball. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Shamrocks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 2.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that would push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. This offense making its way back out now. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. You walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action on 1st down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds a man right side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31.
He's going to throw it again. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
In the red zone on 1st. That one's complete right side. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready? 60 bicep. Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Monarchs make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Their offense running back out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. On 1st down, they'll run. Running their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
And it's third down.
Here he is to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he will have the first down there. And they can start to celebrate now. That's going to lock up this victory for him. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. They're drawn up for it. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense